Taylor Swift is not who people think she is. She is a character. Again, she is a fake character that was created by a multi-million-dollar PR firm to make people believe that Taylor Swift is just like you. And it makes perfect sense when you think about it, because everything about the last 3.5 years has been fake. The Biden-Harris administration is fake. The job numbers is fake. The lies we get from the media is fake. The Kamala Harris campaign is fake. And Taylor Swift is fake. And I think the people are just craving authenticity, man. People just want somebody that's going to tell them the damn truth, no matter how hard it is. I was thinking about this the other day. Could you imagine if the Democrat leftist progressives were around back during World War II? And I've said this before. Unconventional leaders come in unconventional times. But the left, especially today's leftist Democrats, prioritize imperfections in their leaders rather than their effectiveness. It's like they're almost looking for like a bridesmaid at a friggin' wedding, man. I think they lost the meaning of what a leader actually is. A leader is somebody that can come in and push back against this establishment, push back against the system, despite getting shot or despite, being threatened with prison time for the rest of his life, despite being persecuted by the justice system. A leader that encourages people to fight in the face of fear. That's a leader. Your Winston Churchills, your Nelson Mandelas, your Margaret Thatchers. Those are real leaders. But they never would have been leaders if today's leftist Democrats were controlling the culture. I can almost go as far to say as we almost might be speaking German if leftist Democrats were in charge back in the 1930s and 40s. They were around, but their ideas were so ignorant. Their ideas were so radical. They would get slapped down. And this is when Democrats actually learned that they have to hide their language. They actually have to trick and manipulate people. This is why Democrats cosplay as Republicans every time election year rolls around. This is why Kamala Harris, somebody that's never supported a border wall, has openly stated on video and audio 1,000 times how much she hated Donald Trump's border wall. And then 3 months before an election, she comes out and she supports building a border wall. She steals Donald Trump's policy on no tax on tips. It's because she is fake. And in order for Democrats, the progressive Democrats, in order for them to get elected, they have to lie and trick their voters into voting for them. And the moment they get elected, and this is something Donald Trump said in the debate, the moment they get elected, they go back to doing what they were doing before. And this is why Donald Trump told Kamala Harris, you're not going to do any of this, because if you actually were going to do the things that you say you're going to do, you would do them right now. You would get the White House together, you would get Congress together, and instead of being the tie-breaking vote for the Inflation Reduction Act, that again was a fake bill designed to manipulate the people into thinking that it was actually going to reduce inflation when in all reality it was a Green New Deal bill. It was a bunch of environmentalist spending. Billions, trillions, over $1 trillion into the environmental spending Green New Deal crap. Again, another deception, another lie by this administration. But he said, if you were actually going to do the things you say you're going to do, you would do them right now. You're in charge right now. The Kamala Harris campaign is trying to get people to believe that she's not in the office right now. And this is the type of stuff people are starting to notice. They're like, listen, everything this woman's saying, it just comes off as fake. Is because it is. These people cannot lie like they used to be able to. They just can't because of alternative media outlets. This is why they are the party of censorship. They don't like these alternate ideas. They don't like dissent. This is why Democrats have become the party of censorship. They like the government censoring opposition. They like it. They support it. All throughout COVID, we experienced this. If COVID was not a reminder as to why this administration should never be anywhere near the White House, I don't know what else is. What these people did during COVID, what they did during COVID should cost them the election alone. Joe Biden coming out saying he wasn't going to issue mandates on vaccines. And then within weeks of getting power, issuing mandates for vaccines on people with threat of their jobs, their livelihood. Forcing people to die alone away from their family members. What the Biden-Harris administration did during COVID is egregious. And it should be the exact reason that these people pay the political price. They lose this election. If no reason at all. And that's not even getting into Afghanistan. That's not even getting into the deceptive Inflation Reduction Act. That's not even getting into Kamala Harris lying to the American people for 3.5 years about Joe Biden's cognitive ability. Her and the media, Joe and Mika, every single morning coming out talking about how this is the best Joe Biden we've ever seen. You idiot. You're freaking lying to the American people, man, and they're not buying it. Based off the polls I'm seeing, they're not buying it. And it's a good thing. Because you should not have an administration that gets power because they were able to lie and deceive the American people better. That's not freaking democracy. That is an oligarchy. It's like some third world stuff, man. That is like straight up Venezuelan banana republic stuff. That's not America. And that's another thing Donald Trump hit on. So for all this crap talking about Donald Trump, the guy came out with some good one-liners. What Kamala Harris wants to do to this country is so far off base from what the American people want for this country. People don't want this crap anymore. We're going to sit there and try and convince them that we can power the country with windmills and solar panels. So you go to war with the fossil fuel industry, causing gas prices to raise to $5, $6 a gallon in the midst of the record inflation that they caused because of their unlimited government printing of money, the trillions of dollars that the American people, I don't think, agreed to spend. Did they ask us if we wanted to spend $6 trillion for the Inflation Reduction Act that was actually the Green New Deal? This is why the American people have no control over how their tax money's spent. They don't even know where their money's going. We got hundreds of millions of dollars going to Ukraine still, and the American people don't even know. It's not good what we're going into, and the American people ain't buying it.